This is the multi-flex tailgate you can get with the Chevy Silverado. In this video, I will share everything I know about this tailgate along with all of the operating positions. Some quick terminology first. This top section, where you can see this line, that's considered the inner gate, and the rest of the gate is the primary gate. To open the inner gate, you push the top button. And to open the primary gate, you push the bottom button. You can also open the primary gate by using the key fob. So there's a button, you push it twice. There's also a button inside the truck that you can push that will essentially do the same thing. You do need to be careful when opening the primary gate this way. Make sure that there's nothing behind the vehicle. If you're parked in a stall, make sure you're not against any barrier or wall, or that there's a vehicle not too close behind you. I know in my garage, the garage door is tight to the back of the truck, so I wouldn't want to do that unless the garage door is open. The first position is just the traditional position, so the entire gate like this. Second position is with the load stop, so there's a button you push right here and this flips up. So you get an extra load stop right here. The manual does say not to put any weight on top of this load stop when it's up. You only want stuff to come up tight to it. You don't want to put stuff on top of it. The next position makes it easier to access stuff in your truck. So you reach down and push the top button. That lowers the inner gate. And now I can reach much farther into the truck. This actually makes a huge difference, and I use this a lot when I'm trying to get stuff out of the back of the truck, especially when I have the bed cover on. Next position is the step. So there's a button right here you push to flip the step down. The manual does say this step has a 375-pound weight limit, so that would be you and anything you're carrying, so keep that in mind. In addition, there is a handle that pulls up on the left side to help you get in and out of the truck. I honestly don't use the handle very often, but I do use this a lot to get in and out of the truck. And this is the position, one of the main reasons I wanted the multi-flex tailgate. And then to close this, you pull this little button forward and it goes down. Note that you do need to put that down before you fully close the gate, otherwise you can't put it down because it would hit the top of the tailgate. To get to the next position, I need to fold this up, so I'll just show you that quick. Push this button in to flip this up, and you can just push the whole thing up and back in. The next position is the work surface or workbench. You just push the top button. Then you have a flat surface right here that you can work on. The last position then is just the load stop from the work surface. So if you had different lengths of stuff, you could have it come up here. Again, don't put weight on top of the load stop. One thing I do want to mention in this position, when you have the inner gate open, you cannot open the primary gate. So if I push the bottom button, the lights on the tailgates blink, but it won't open up the primary gate. I think that's probably a safety feature for if you had a hitch on your vehicle so that it doesn't flip down and hit it. So you do have to open this. If you do want it fully open, you do need to open the primary gate first, and then the inner gate will release. You do need to be careful if you have your hitch on your vehicle or if you are hitched up to something when you open this tailgate. I know with my camper I couldn't completely open the primary gate, it would have hit the jack. But I could actually open the inner gate just fine and still access some things. It did mention the manual that you may be able to lock the gate such that the inner gate cannot open when you have a hitch on. I tried following the directions, but it did not work for me, so I don't know if that is an optional thing or not, but I'll go through the instructions here just in case your vehicle has it. So it says to have the key fob within 3 meters of the tailgate, and then you just hold the top button for 3 seconds. And then the tail lights are supposed to flash to indicate that it worked, but for me it actually locks the gate closed, the primary gate, and I can still open the inner gate. What it's supposed to do is lock the inner gate so that you can only use the primary gate and you can't release the inner gate, so that it can't, when you're in this position, go down and hit your hitch. So that's not working for me. I think I'm following the directions correctly, but it did say the tailgate may support that locking feature. If you're planning to use ramps to load anything on the back of your truck, the manual says never to put the load directly on the inner gate. It actually suggests that you open this and you put your ramp on the primary gate here. If your ramp is too wide, then they suggest putting some type of load barrier all the way across. Something like a board could work, just so that the weight's not all on the inner gate, because that could damage it. Keep in mind that your cameras are on the tailgate, so depending on the operating position, you will be limited for what you can see when backing up. I'll show each of those positions now. Traditional open, camera would be pointing straight down. This would be easy access. The camera would be pointing back towards the vehicle. I don't know why you would ever drive in this position. And then this would be the inner tailgate open, potentially with the load stop out. Again, the camera would be pointing down in this position, similar to the hitch camera. I do have a bed cover on this truck now, and the gate closes just fine even with the bed cover closed. Although if you only have the inner gate open, that one is tight. A little tighter than I like. Another option is to leave the bed cover slightly open, close your tailgate, and then click in your bed cover. I'm really happy that I went with the multi-flex tailgate on my new truck. My favorite positions of the tailgate are the easy access position and the step to be able to get into the back of the truck easier. Please give this video a like. Also consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Thanks for watching.